Hi guys, this is Arrowsmith bringing you another Black Ops 2 gameplay commentary today. What this game is this is the new game type. This is the Flag CTF. I'll explain that in a second, but first of all let me just say this. This game isn't a ridiculous gameplay. This isn't going to be like an 87-2 or anything like that. This was just a good game, because to start off with we get really pinned back in the spawn. These guys really do, like, they rinse us, basically. They really start to just smash us into the ground. We were starting to get really angry, and out of nowhere we just get this break, and everything starts going our way. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a good match. I enjoyed playing it, but the reason I'm showing you this, even though it's not like a ridiculous gameplay, is I wanted to show off the new game type. It's only bonus. I don't know if it's here for a long time, but like I say, it's called Flag CTF. One flag starts in the middle. Here it just starts out in pillars, which is just there where I'm looking right now. And rather than taking it back to your base like you would in the normal CTF, where you run to the enemies, you grab their flag and pull it back, you take it back, well, you push it forward, sorry, into the enemy's spawn. As you can see, when the flag gets picked up, you'll see it. If the enemy picks it up, I'm not sure. We get it there, look, it says escort, and the target is in the enemy's spawn, as you can see. And you just have to run that in there, get that captured. That's 1 point to you. I think it's 7 seconds until the flag respawns back in the middle. Might be a bit longer, I'm not sure. And then you do it again. And it's first to 3, 2 rounds. The rounds work just like normal capture the flag. You don't go off total captures, you go off of round wins, which to me is, well, it's okay, but I think it could be a lot better. For example, if they did this, but with the competitive rule set for CTF, where it goes off total captures, and it just goes for like the 5 minutes solid, I think that'd be a lot better, because the games get over quite quick. It's not that great for kills, but I mean, it is an objective game type, you know, you shouldn't really just be going for kills, but it is always nice. Just sit there for a bit, have a really long game, but these can be over so fast. Apart from that, the game type is great. I would love to see this played competitively. I know quite a lot of people are saying that this would make a great competitive game type. It's a lot like Blitz from Call of Duty Ghosts, which is the game type they've been showing off recently, where you're just run into the enemy's spawn. There's a little circle. You run into that circle. That's a point for your team.
Flag carrier is down.
And then you get teleported back to your base. It has a similar aspect to that, in the way that you're pushing into the enemy's spawn, and that's where the objective is. And it's very fun. Like I say, it's a good game type. I'd like to see it in competitive. I'd love to see it played with the map knowledge and the experience that these competitive players have, because I think this would make for a really interesting game type. Like I say, a lot of people are saying that. And I can see why. I hope you can see why from this gameplay. As you can see, obviously, we're 1-0 down at this point. We're about to start making a bit of a comeback. I pick up quite a few kills here, which is always good, with the flag carrier just sat there. Not entirely sure what he was doing, but it's all good. So as you can see, getting a bit of a streak. We're getting the kill streaks in. Our team's starting to push forward. You see, I'm going to pick up this kill. I do get a bit hoary here with the kill flag. With the flag, sorry. As in, I've got the flag, you get 200 points a kill. So you can see I'm sort of making the most of that, because I am on a good streak here. I'm getting close to that swarm. There's the merciless. I can see my enemies are on ringside. I think these are going to make a push for me in a minute. But obviously my team's there. They've got them cut off some pillars. Luckily I call that VSAT in at a really convenient time, because 2 people come around that corner just there. That's 400 points, and that's got me the swarm against these guys who did have us pinned back in the spawn. So this is where we start to make that comeback. It's 1-1. As you can see in the kill feed, my teammates are going off. We were getting destroyed to start off with, but we managed to bring it back, show these guys what's good, show these guys what NL's about. Starting to double up on the streaks now. There's the UAV. Enemies spawning just around the corner. I think this is where I actually get picked up. There's a 2-piece, there's the Ruthless, and I go down, unfortunately. But it's okay, because I've got that swarm ready. Our team's running into the base now with 15 seconds on the time, and the kill feed's still going crazy. My team's still getting them kills, and we do manage to go 2 up by the end of that round. But the first round goes to us. Obviously, there's not going to be enough time to capture because it's 7 seconds for the flag to respawn. There it is. They do pick it up, but like I say, there's not enough time for them. So that first round does go to us after a really bad start. Like I say, I've still got the swarm built up, and you'll see what happens with that next round. But what I'm going to talk about now, I mentioned this in one of my videos, like my top 5 most annoying things about Call of Duty that I did. What I want to talk about is the community, the bad side of the community. Because we were playing the other night, and something I noticed was people in the lobby will insult you like, "Oh, you're so bad at this game, you suck, we're about to destroy you." And then we started wrecking these kids in Search and Destroy. Like, we was going off. They just could not win a round on Search and Destroy. And then, by the time the game ends, all of a sudden, we're the sad ones, and he starts insulting us like, "Oh my god, you're so sad, get a life," and stuff like this. It's like, well, you was just insulting me, saying how bad we were, and now we're better than you, and all of a sudden it's sad? Be good at the game? I mean, it's like, I wish on Search and Destroy you could just join a game, have a friendly match, and just enjoy it, and it doesn't seem like you can do that anymore. I remember back on, I sound old now, I remember back in my day, back on Halo 3, when you just like join a game, everyone would be friendly, you get some communication going. But it doesn't seem to happen anymore. It doesn't work like that. People seem to just enjoy going on and arguing with people, and I think it's a shame, but it does, obviously sometimes it does add to the game. The other night when I was on, this guy, he was just making, he was making the most absurd insults. I think at one point he called me ET fingers and alien head. Now obviously I'm not going to be offended by that because, well, for one, it's hilarious, but for two, obviously, the guy doesn't actually know me. And I think that's something that people should learn to take into account, is that when these people insult you over Xbox Live, these guys don't actually know anything about you, because I know a lot of people get really, really upset and offended by it. But really you shouldn't, because these guys are making it up. I mean, I don't think people actually take into account, like, how upsetting it can be for some people when they start just randomly getting insulted by someone off the internet. People seem to forget that. But hey, it's never going to change. Hopefully with the Xbox One coming with the new system that they're doing, where you can report bad players, and they say all these bad players are going to get put together, and all the guys who just want to play properly are going to get put together. We'll see how that actually works, because the thing is, people tend to find a way around that system, like a system like that. People who spend their time ruining a computer game for other people will put the time and effort in to find a way to do that, because for some people it seems that is just the way they spend their time. And it's, like I say, it's a shame, but it's never going to change. But if you're one of these people who does get offended when people randomly start insulting you over the internet, just remember that they don't actually know anything about you, so don't let it go to heart. Just shrug it off. The mute button is there for a very good reason. The mute button is an excellent tool that we should all utilize a bit more. But like I say, just don't let it get to you. The other thing I want to talk about real quick, the other night we had a bit of a late Search and Destroy session. Well, I say a bit late. I was on till, what was it? I think about 2:30 in the morning, just because we was having fun. We had a good lobby with these friendly guys, and all of a sudden, these kids start talking. And I haven't got a problem with young kids playing computer games, because obviously I did it at that age. Obviously I was playing things like Pokemon Red, Pokemon Yellow on the Game Boy Color, or just the regular Game Boy. But these kids were, how old did they say they were? One of them was 8 years old, and the other one was 9 years old. And they was on at 2:30 in the morning. Like, I remember, I used to be sent to bed after Emmerdale at 7:30, and now people are playing, 8-year-old kids are playing Xbox till like nearly 3 AM. That to me is pretty crazy. That's insane. So I just thought I'd mention that. I want to know what you guys think. Tell me what you think of these kids, 8 and 9 years old, up till 3 AM playing Call of Duty. Is that bad parenting, or should they have the freedom? You tell me, guys, because I was a bit 50-50 about it. But as you can see, this game is coming to a close. We've got the lead with 30 seconds to go. We've got the flag in the enemy spawn now. We're trying to kill them off of the spawns. That's going to be the second capture. You can see I'm going to start moving back for the flag now. I can see 17 seconds on the clock. I'm thinking about trying to get it back. You can see in the top left, the flag's about to come back now. There's the enemy. I don't shoot because I don't want to let him know where I am. So I'm running back up past laundry, trying to get the quick flag capture in. You're going to see me mess this up because I go for the dolphin dive, but I run out of sprint and I just go prone. So that's the end of that gameplay, guys. That was One Flag CTF. Let me know what you think of One Flag CTF in the comments. Follow us on Twitter and check out the website. They'll be in the description below. Keep on coming back, guys, and enjoy your Call of Duty.